Hello, Friendlings. I'm Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people with the real creativity in real time. Friendlings, never give up, and I want on you. Today, we're back with another live stream here in History Adventure Theme Park, going over all of the beautiful things we did last stream and what we are going to do this stream. We are currently working on the Slovakia Pavilion and History Adventure. What is History Adventure? History Adventure is an Epcot-style theme park, which the visitors will go through 2 spaceships and go back through time, seeing all the history events and cool spots in different countries. Each of them are themed. So far, we have worked on the United Kingdom and the Industrial Revolution. We worked on Egypt and the Great Pyramids of Giza. And now we are working on the Slovakia Pavilion. What is this over here? This is the Alamo. And the Alamo was something we built 3 years ago now. Officially, it just was 3 years ago, like 5 days ago. And so was this building, but we redesigned them. So we'll go through that a little bit later of the design method. But if you missed the last stream, Slovakia, we are going to be going for post-Cold War area Slovakia, because I think that's probably the most beautiful and the most rich. And we have used sort of the post-era rides here. This would be the kickflip, technically, but it's called the zipper in the United States. You get put into one of these cages, and you literally turn, and it rocks back and forth. That's literally what the ride is. I actually have never been in one, to be honest with you. Oh, there's actually somebody in this. So you kind of go like, oh, you can see other people. This is actually kind of cool. But I hear you get sick and you could... Yeah, see? A little bit crazy of a ride. And then we have not... it's not any more mellow over here. These people are just getting off this ride. How do they enjoy this, by the way? Around the World. The queue for Around the World was really fast. Rock the World seemed easy queue. Okay, perfect. Well, there's nobody in the queue, so that's a good start. Where's she going? Are they coming to Around the World? Might go back to Sundial. Okay. Let's do this as a guest. Well, right now, if I was a guest, there's literally nothing over here. I'd be like, where am I at? I wouldn't be I wouldn't be worried about it, but I'd be like, is this really open? Is this even ready? Is this ride even ready to go on? Because, well, I guess it is ready to go on. Oh my god. I feel like this is going to be just like the zipper. Literally instant, just on. In theory, we should have this place shut off until we're done completing it and then turn on and watch it. But we're not going to do that because I said so. But also, this thing this one doesn't flip you upside. Nope, just right when I said that, it does flip you upside down. It literally does it. I don't think there's any kids rides here except for this one back here. Did anybody get on this ride? I'm curious. I think you can check the stats. Click, 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 click. The ride is open. There has been 0 monthly guests and 0 lifetime guests. Oof. What about this one? 60 guests, 35 guests. Yeah, nobody really wants to go on this one. And I should probably make it so that these rides are actually free. How many people are getting on this thing? This thing has a lot. About to hit 3,000. How many of this? This one's probably like 500. Ooh, it's 2,000. That's actually more than I thought it was going to be. What about this? 9,000? What about this? 2,000? That's way more than I thought. All right, perfect. So I don't know if I actually added them in yet. I did. Okay, perfect. Is this queue? So in this game, you need to have these queue scenery up to 100% or nobody's going to get on your ride. Now, how do you bump it up? You just got to put scenery around your thing. And you say, hey, Claude, there's literally nothing around this. Yes, I see that. But you can actually add these golden chests down, which is a little cheaty. And they're expensive to do in like normal Planco if you have a budget, which I've never actually done. I should actually play a series where I actually have limited money. One of the things I would like to do. Maybe that's what would revive my energy for this game. Because I think it would be very hard to do. Because I think I'll run 90% of my things for a loss. But continuing on, we're going to obviously theme this, but some areas, just for the record, I always show this in every video, this area is super themed. That's exactly how I want it. I don't want to add anything else. And it only had a 60% Q rating, so we had to bump those in there to bump it up to, you know, real life. Or real life numbers that I would think. Curious how many people get on the train as well. 54,000 people are gotten on this train. And these trains are pretty short, too. I hope in the future we can get 3 tracks running on this. Maybe that's something we should work on now. This one definitely can have 3 tracks. I don't know why the... You know what? I'm going to be probably... I want to fix this today. I want to fix this now. So we're going to shut the ride off. Now everyone's going to get real mad at us, of course. But I do want to fix the trains. Number of cars. Number of cars. 2. No, I want 3. Not 1, I want 3. There's a reason why it can only be 2. And I believe that's because this track can definitely have 3. I think this track is too short to have another one. I think that's the reasoning why. I think. And if it's not this one, then I can think it's maybe the Alamo. Oh, it's definitely the Alamo is definitely the one that's the problem here. And I'm going to have to redo all this again. I'm going to have to redo all of this again at some point because... Because, well, hold on, let me take that back. I'm trying to get the Alamo one to be the correct length to get 3 guys on this. So that when we, the one over there in the China area, I don't know if it's going to be China or if it's going to be Russia or whatever it is. There we go. Now we can get 3 cars on it. Number of trains 4, because there's only 4 stations. No one can get off of these yet. But this is actually pretty smack on to... this area here, so it's a little bit off, but I could do some slight adjustings with the wall, which I would do instead of preferring moving the whole train over. And now the ride should be back on, and we should see a surplus of people trying to get on them, and you're gonna start seeing a bunch of people. These are probably all the people that got off the train. This guy's a sickly person. But yeah, there's a train station here and there's a train station over there. I don't know why. I really do not understand why this one is not as popular, to be honest with you, and the one all the way over by the pyramids, Giza one is so much popular. Maybe it's the ride queue. And getting into this editing thing, sometimes, even though we just did it, sometimes it's very... No, it is 100Q. It does have 100Q. For some reason, it just never seems like this one's as packed. Maybe because once all the guests get into the park, they're all spread out and they're not really on the main train ride. They're just trying to go to the rides themselves. And obviously, the main ride that we have here is the coaster, which is pretty packed, as you see. All right, speaking of, we're going to actually mess this coaster up just real quick. I know this is probably going to get a couple people upset. Pretty much everybody on this ride is going to get deleted and yeeted. But there's so many people trying to get on this ride. It's a little bit crazy to me. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a little bit crazy to me, though, that many people want to get on this coaster. So we're just going to extend this entrance. And I think I have to retest the ride because of that. No. All right, watch. You're going to see everyone explode over here. Just because we took that down. Are they trying to go back? I don't want to go to Souvenir. How long is the queue for Gold Fever? Well, if you guys get the priority pass, you could literally jump the line. Because there is a hidden priority pass in here. So they can skip the line. I don't know why these people aren't getting on. I don't mind the queue for the Golden Fever. Well, there is no minding. It's literally... Oh, you know why these people are stopping here? Because... They're stopping here because the priority pass. The priority pass goes 50% queue. So when this right here is the priority pass exit. So one person will go from the main line, then priority pass, main line, priority pass, main line, priority pass. So then it's distributed. But as you see, you're gonna skip all of this thing, and then inside here you don't see this, obviously. You just imagine it's themed. But you're gonna skip quite a bit of it. The only issue with this Gold Rush train ride, we call this the G ride. Is there's only one train on the track. Can I add more carts to the track? I'm gonna have to test it, aren't I? Oh man, I just got everyone on this ride again. Look at how many people want to get on this ride. Okay, we'll figure that out later. We'll come check that queue later. All right, so let's go to the Slovakia. I actually was spending a little bit of time last night, and I was going through Red, which we'll be streaming with tomorrow, Dead Rising, and Brendan, Dead Rising tomorrow. And I was showing him some of my old theme parks, my old stuff. And Simon was also asking, but this was on yesterday's stream, we should do definitely some sort of mountain coaster for this Slovakia area. And Slovakia should definitely have them. Coaster areas, I believe, should be here, here, here. Ideally here, maybe in the future we'll get one for Egypt. And another one. We should have 1, 2, 3. This has to move over a bit. Well, how many countries do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 countries, so we should have 3 coasters. Should have a minimum of 3 coasters, if not more. All right. So, Simon was talking about he wants sort of in the Slovakia area because he is from Slovakia. He's our main representation of the great country. He said we should have a mountain coaster. Now, we might not be able to go up this mountain because I'm not trying to really ruin the skyline, but I kind of wanted to cut in and out of it. So we are going to figure that out right now. Now, the real question is, what kind of coaster do we use? Steel coasters? Hybrid coasters? Or wooden coasters? Not a wooden coaster. I do think a wooden coaster would look nice, but this is sort of like the new modern Slovakia. There's a Giga Coaster. Now, the Giga Coaster, for people who don't know, Giga Coasters are coasters that are pretty fast, and they go around the whole park. They're meant to be going around a very long time. Meep would kill me if I put a launch coaster in, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll do that for Great Britain. Oh, we already built a coaster. Dang it. But he wanted like a mountain coaster. We just got to figure out what that would be. A family coaster? Oh, that's what a family coaster is. Yeah, don't want that. And I haven't built a coaster in a while. So please bear in mind with me. Yes, I did build a coaster over there, but I built it off stream, and it took me like 3 hours to do. Coasters take me a long time to do, everybody. So don't be thinking this is going to be working right away. We might have to delete it 8 times to get it right, but we will get it right. And maybe we'll do it right the first time. But we're just going to test and figure out what'll look good. Now, I don't think I've ever used a wing coaster ever in Planet Coaster in my entire life. So maybe this would be the time to do that, question mark? I don't even know what a wing coaster, to be honest. I mean, I do know what a wing coaster is. Okay. But, like, we can do rolls, inversions, all that sort of stuff. You know, I think we actually did do a wing coaster in another place. This looks very, how would you call it? Nasty. So, I do not want a wing coaster. Glitched says, do a wooden coaster. Now, I wasn't trying to do a wooden coaster, TBH, because this is supposed to be more of like a mountain ride. What about a hybrid? What is a hybrid coaster? I don't even know what a hybrid coaster does. Chain lift can invert for all ages. The steel coat. I think steel coasters would probably be the one we're going for, actually. Giga might also be the play. For adults and teens, for all ages. I kind of want to do coasters that can be done for all ages. Or maybe Slovakia should just be for adults. I don't know. This area is pretty... Slovakia has rides that are pretty much... They're for teenagers over here. This whole vibed area is teenagers. So maybe we should just do, like, a teenager-only ride. Because the UK is pretty much anybody can ride that stuff over there. Over here, it's teenagers and kids. But I think we should... you know what? Maybe... I don't know. Let's try this Giga Invisible. This one is a family-friendly ride. And the reason why I kind of want to do a few different ones is because I don't want to not have any kids in this area. Because I think that might be the reason why this play area is not getting anybody in. This ride, maybe for kids. Swift Drifters has had 2 riders his whole life. And they just came from this month. But I don't know. It's not really popping off. But we're going to do this Giga Invisible coaster. Alright, I'm going to line this up with the building so that at least is straight with the building. Because my heart attack OCD will... Claude, you said you don't have OCD anymore. No, I still have a little bit of OCD. Alright. How many people can get on this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 32 people can get on this coaster. Okay, so what is my plan and what is my idea? Obviously, this is going to be Palestine. I'm not trying to ruin the aesthetic of that. I'm trying to figure out how I should get this to go. I actually wanted it to go this way so that we don't really see the curve of the lift hills / all of that. I really do not want to see that. And I wanted to go up. And I wanted to turn to the left. I wanted to go down this mountain. Maybe through the mountain. Come down and around. Sort of turn around this way. Go in the mountain. Come out. Drop outside. Maybe come up again. And flip. Hopefully you saw that. We're going to go up, down, in, around, town. You're a clown. Something like that. Let's see how long this takes. We just started streaming 20 minutes ago. And let's get it. So step 1 is the placement of the ride. Now, we can change the positioning of this a little bit. Can't we? Exit left and right. We can change that later. Good. Now we'll click on this ride and scream a little bit because it's already freaking me out. We'll get it sort of lined up like that. We'll enter in this mode. And here's a cable lift. Pulls train up an incline. EF values whilst on a cable do not contribute to the final EF rating for the ride. Ooh, that's actually kind of Good. So if we put these in here, it does not affect the rating of the ride. The drive tires are affected. These will affect it. So we don't really want the ride to be affected. And why won't you want the ride to not be affected, Claude? Well, block sections allow multiple trains to run on a track at the same time by stopping and holding them until the next section is clear. For free sections to be available, one more block section needs to be needed than the number of trains. Train lifts and train stations act as block stations. Once you add a block station, mode can be turned off on the option. EFE values whilst on a block section do not contribute to the final rating of the ride. Can only be placed on a straight, unbanked, downward sloping track. Okay. And what is this? Friction brakes uses this trim speed and mid-run, more versatile than friction or magnet brake, but more expensive. All right. Let's build this lift hill here. No, I actually do want a catwalk on all of this. Okay, Claude, why do you want a cat lift on this? It's a video game. Well, the reason why we want a cat lift is because the cat lift makes it look realistic. Okay, that's why. Or the catwalk. What is the distance of length on this? That's 45 at 12. So you do 12, 24, 36, 48, 52, 60. All right, I think it's looking good, though. I think this is a real good start. This is quite a big coaster for a family-friendly ride. This doesn't look very supportive the way they did this, to be honest with you, but what do I know? Oh, man, you can really just, like, go straight into the dropping. Why is this not snapping? There we go. Okay, so this is 0. Let's get it to go, like, negative that. And then we need to get some really long turns going. Turn it at 11. Turn this at 11. Probably need to turn it more than 11. And hopefully that... The one thing with this ride, and very many rides that I do quite a lot, is people get... may get their head snapped. Or may have some mentally brain damage after our ride has may or may not have affected them. I really wanted this to go over the mountain, but I do not believe that is going to be currently possible. Watch it tilt sideways and fall. I think we could turn this like 90 degrees. What are we at? 45? I kind of want to go in like a straight section. Oops. I actually kind of want this to go like straight. Thank you. Oh gosh, this game sometimes is a little bit annoying. No, Claude, you're doing it wrong. That's why it's a little bit annoying. I wanted to go like pretty fast this way, and then we'll get it to go up. See, I always do it so conservative with the mode. All right, let's see. Okay, Metal, do you think this train's gonna... Do you think this is gonna get up and out? I hope so. Or glitch, sorry, my bad. Wow, that's going so slow. But it has momentum, so that's a good start. It does have momentum. But I wanted to go a lot faster. I do not need the catwalk on the downward stuff, though. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, but with more of a downward spiral. Now, hopefully they don't break their necks, like I said. They might break their necks. I don't know. That's not my, that is not on me, right? If they break their necks, or is that my problem? Maybe it's my problem. I love the crashing. The crashing's always the best part of this game. All right. Let's come back a little bit so I can remember what I was doing. All right, we're trying to get them to go like back to being normal. Or pretty much normal here. We're gonna try to flatten this out because I wanted to go. Whoa! Now I've changed my mind of how I kind of want this to go. I wanted to kind of go like now, like up. Please don't give them enough vertical. By the way, we're looking at this side over here. If you see lateral, vertical, or force, G-force go above like 5, nobody's getting on the ride because they know they're going to die. It gets to 3 right there. Maybe because they hit the wall inside of there. I actually don't know. Maybe they hit the wall. But there is momentum. This is probably going to kill somebody. But I'm curious if it works. I don't think this is going to... I'm curious if the speed gets up to it. I'm sure nobody wants to get on this, but... Vertical G-force 3, 4. It gets up there, though. It gets up there. All right, perfect. And then this one just got launched backwards. The lucky few robot dummies. That's a good start. All right. Where were we at inside this pipe? Because I cannot... I mean, I guess I can see. All right, so we're going up. All right, perfect. We just got to go up in a very casual angle. And if we could pop it out like right... Oh, my... God. I actually do not want a tunnel on this one. I will manually dig the tunnel out. I will manually dig the tunnel out of this. I want it to turn a little bit. I want it to kind of go a little bit flat here. Oh, I actually have to... I do have to manually dig the tunnel out now. Shoot. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Yes. It's like hugging the grass. Maybe I should have not manually tunneled this out. I think I changed my mind. I think I want the robot to do it. This is why I said please be patient with me, because with coasters, there's going to be very repetitive. I know that's like the main point of this game, but it is a very constantly repetitive redoing a lot of things over and over again. But if this works, this is going to be the most popular ride we have in this park. Because this thing is going to pick up speed. It's going to be Speed Demon. Really. Dude, look at how fast this thing is going to go. Just gonna go like, oh man, I see. I don't want to ruin the aesthetic over here. Here, I might have to manually dig it out, and I'll be fine with that. Actually, do I need to dig it out here? No, maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. People are going to die on this metal pedal, and I'm gonna blame it all on you. Sorry, why do I keep calling you metal pedal? I keep thinking of the damn train. Every time I see the train, I always think of metal pedal. Glitched! I'm blaming it on you, Glitch. People die, I'm blaming it on you. Easy. Like, you know, Glitched made me do it. He told me to build this coaster. Definitely did not tell me to build a wooden coaster. Alright, what kind of, like... Okay, for the record. You kind of have to do these, like, loopy things pretty early on, or you're just not going to be able to put them in. Because you'll have so much speed, and you'll kill people. And I like using them because they're kind of cool. I guess I'm going to tunnel this out a little bit. Dang it. I don't want to ruin the aesthetic. Glitch held me hostage. That's literally what Glitch made me do it. Glitch, do you want to see a train hit a building? Oh, Glitch told me to say that. I didn't say that. So you get just a little bit of anticipation. We can hook this thing 90 degrees sideways. Oh my god. Oh, that was so not funny. That was so not funny. Okay. Oh, that was great. That was really good. I think I want to sort of hug this mountainside a little bit. We'll go back to the auto tunnel, I guess, here. Is it really going to destroy all of my beautiful grass? No. Oh my god, there's going to have so much momentum on this. We should definitely have one of those loops that's going to kill somebody here. Dead. 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 Maybe? Maybe? 3 G-force, 3 G-force. Oh, that's just not enough momentum, though. It will not make it up that one. That was good, though. I kind of liked how it... What about... Oh, we just did that one. This one, they're going to die on. We can't do that. What about this? And then I build the ride, and then they say it's too, not scary. Who texted me? Oh, I didn't see the G-force. 3. Ooh. Will they be upset with 3 G-force? Let's look it up. Planet Coaster, what is the best G-force? Realistically 4 or 5 G's or 5 to 6 positive only for a short time. 1 or 2 letter G's as long as you're not doing it sudden or... Dude, what? Alright, I guess. Right into the gift shop. All right, let's check these statistics. It goes up to 1. It goes up to -1. Oof, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be working on this. I don't know if they're going to like this. I'm sure somebody will like it, but I'm not sure if Moshe's going to like this. They might give us a lawsuit. I'm not trying to go... I'm not trying to go up more. I'm trying to... I mean, I do want it to go up more, yes. But I mean, I'm not trying to go super tall on this. I feel like we're going to have lateral force, G-force problems on this. Definitely going to have that. I could just tell you right now, it's probably going to be a problem. Oh my god, just imagine trying to buy food and then you hear the damn thing go right over your head every 3 seconds. What you say? I want a hot... You want a hot dog? Oh no, the tunneling. The riders are going to need an EMT on the standby. Literally, if we did a 7 G-force. Did you know, Glitched, there is a... Well, it never was actually built. But in real life, there is actually a guy that built a roller coaster concept. Not actually built a physical roller coaster. But built a physical roller coaster... or built a concept... for a roller coaster that was called the like a what would you call it? It was like a suicide roller coaster. So apparently you could go on this coaster, which was, by the way, this is not supposed to be funny. If you do need help, there you can type in suicide hotline at any moment, and they'll give you help, and somebody will be listening to you talk any moment of the day. So please, if you do need that help, please contact that. But there was apparently a roller coaster that was supposed to be built, and you could get on it. It would do 3 loops, 3 loop-de-loops. You come down, they go 1, 2, and 3, and they would progressively get smaller the loops, and the theory behind it was it would snap your neck and you wouldn't even know what had happened. Who has time to think of something like that? I guess somebody that has a lot of time. I'm not trying to go into the Palestine district too much here. Oh, it's gonna go right through the train. I guess it can technically do that, but I'm not trying to ruin the ride because of that. I do need to start turning though, a little bit harder, which may get some people sick. All right, I don't know if this is going to work at all. Oh man, because that goes down there. This is gonna be so like it's because I gotta get it to like. It's gonna have to go around. It's gonna need to come around the front of this building because I need to come around the front of this building and somehow turn into this. I can directly line this up, but it's not gonna be, you know, the ride is not gonna be so cool, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, coming like right here. Oh, dude, that's gonna be so cool. Like that's look at this picture. Oh my god, that's gonna be so cool. That's cooler than what we originally had. Yeah, going around the back was a stupid idea. I think this is gonna have to go up a little bit more. All right. I want this to do one of those spinnies. I want to do what? Can I do another? Oh, those helixes are huge. I want to do a spinny to get us back onto this side. Like, if that makes it. Like, you see how this one goes this way? Can that one go that way? Yes, it can. Will it have enough speed to do that? Is another question. Oh my god, this is so cool. That's what it was. That's what it was, Red. Would you enjoy? You would have enjoyed Thrillville. You could make roller coasters that just ended. Thrillville, that's what you were talking about last night. I couldn't think of the thing, and then we switched conversations. That's what it was. Glitch says, who wakes up and says, I'm going to build a suicide coaster? But I never knew that. Yeah, let me pull up a picture of it real quick. Suicide coaster. Ah, yes. The Youth in Asia coaster. Here we go. Here you go, Glitched, if you're still watching. The track profile of Youth in Asia coaster showing it's 500 meters or 116 feet lift hill and it's 17 clothide inversions. The duration of this ride would be 3 minutes and 20 seconds. 10 G-force 10. Speed 220 kilometers. The Euthanasia coaster was first part as a human plus display at the science. Bruh, they actually made it, bruh. Oh my god. Bruh. This is the dude that made it, apparently. Because it says he's the only one listed in that picture. Yep. So this is the dude that made that. This is the dude that made that. Bruh. Now, I don't know if our coaster is technically euthanasia. We're not trying to go for that, for the record. If I press autocomplete, will it do what I want? Ooh, maybe. What do I press autocomplete here? Definitely not. No, go. Bruh, please repeat. Do what I was just bruh. No, what is it doing, bruh? Ooh. I'm trying to get this to turn around like that. But this is going to kill somebody. Oh, yeah. Now we got to read that euthanasia thing a little bit more. I'm like, now I got to read it. I'll let the robot read it to us while we're here.
The euthanasia coaster is the name given to a hypothetical steel roller coaster designed with the sole purpose of killing its passengers. The euthanasia device the concept was conceived in 2010 and made into a scale model by Lithuanian artist Julie Jonas Urbanas, a PhD candidate at the Royal College of Art in London.
You take the buddy's PhD away.
As an amusement park employee, stated that the goal of his concept roller coaster is to take lives with elegance and euphoria.
Wait, he's a roller coaster guy?
Mentioned euthanasia or execution. 3 John Allen, who served as president of the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, inspired Urbanas with his description of the ultimate roller coaster as one that sends out 24 people and they all come back dead. 4.
Bro, what?
The concept design of the layout begins with a steep angled lift that takes riders up 500 meters, 1,600 feet, to the top, a climb which would take a few minutes to complete, allowing the user to contemplate their life. For comparison, the tallest roller coaster in the world is King Kaka at 139 meters, 456 feet. From there, the user may exit the coaster. If they do not, they would have some time to say their last words and press a button to continue to a 500 meters 1,600 feet drop, which would take the train to 360 kilometers per hour, 220 miles per hour, 100 m/s. Close to its terminal velocity, before flattening out and speeding into the first of its 7 slightly clotoid inversions. Each inversion would be of a smaller diameter than the last to maintain a lethal 10 Gs of force onto passengers as the train loses speed. After a sharp right-hand turn, the train would enter a straight track that goes back to the station, where the dead are unloaded and new passengers can board. Mechanism of action: edit. The euthanasia coaster would kill its passengers through prolonged cerebral hypoxia, or insufficient supply of oxygen to the brain. The ride's 7 inversions would inflict 10 G-force on its passengers for 60 seconds, causing G-force related symptoms starting with grey out through tunnel vision to blackout, GLOC, G-force induced loss of consciousness, and eventually death. Subsequent inversions or a second run of the roller coaster would serve as insurance against unintentional survival of more robust passengers.
What? You could survive this, bruh. Did you hear that? Buddy said you could survive. They would go around twice just to make sure.
The coaster highlights the issues that come with life extension. The item was also displayed at the Human Plus exhibit at Centre de Cultura Contemporánea de Barcelona in 2015. In pop culture edit. In 2012, Norwegian rock group Major Parkinson released Euthanasia Roller Coaster, a digital single with lyrics alluding to Urbanas' Euthanasia Coaster. References edit. Jump Up to, Solon, Olivia, April 6, 2011. The future of the human species explored. Wired Science. Condé Nast Publications. Retrieved April 24, 2011. Lamar, Soraya, April 18, 2011. The Euthanasia Coaster, the last roller coaster you'll ever ride. Docker Media. Retrieved April 24, 2000.
Oh, they're literally reading me all the sites.
Euthanasia Coaster. October 2nd.
Oh, they're gonna die right here. This is where they're gonna be mad at. Right there. I knew it would be a problem. I knew I had to hook it out a little longer. Let's read the stats. Do people like it? Do they hate it? What's the results? Oh, they actually like it. We're turning it on. We're turning it on. I don't like to show my webcam too often because my room's not that clean. We're turning the coaster on. Oh, we're still in display capture, apparently. All right, there we go. They like it. You know why they like it? The coaster right here. Here's the statistics. Not the most excitement, apparently, but fear is a 4, green. Nausea, nausea is a 1.0, so you're not gonna get sick on this. And the excitement is, it's a mid. Let's see the results and let's see some of the heat maps. Right. Let's look on the excitement. It is pretty boring as it's pretty boring this entire time, according to the robot. It's pretty much the entire ride's boring. Why would you even get on this ride? That's pretty much what it's telling us. Say this is the boringest ride I've ever been on in my entire life. The most exciting is sitting here. They said this. They told me. They told me and Glitched that this would not affect the rating, but it does. Red Wolf said, you would enjoy Thrillville. You can make coasters that just end on there. I had Thrillville for the PS2, which I think is what we were talking about yesterday, but we didn't know what the game name was. And he says you can just make a coaster stop. Yeah, in Thrillville 2, you could shoot out of a coaster and go into a parachute, and then the ride would just be done. That was so cool. And then you could make it jump tracks and all that. Then I had Thrillville for the PC or Wii. Man, that was awesome too. My aunt bought me that for Christmas for the PS2, and I was just like, she knew what to buy. Like, I don't think I asked for it. I never asked to. They never asked me, or I don't think I ever said it to my parents. She bought me Thrillville, the first one, and I played that so much on Christmas. Everyone was downstairs, and I was playing it in my room. It was the funnest game. Not the Wii version. The Wii one I got after. But I was like, this is so bling-longingly fun. And I think that's probably why I like this game so much. Honestly. But I forgot about Thrillville for such a long period of time. I grinded. I mean, I pretty much grinded that thing. I didn't do anything super crazy with building coasters. Building coasters a lot easier in that game, but you could customize things. But I used to have, like, literally, like, what Red said. So let me pull up a video real quick, Glitch. I don't know if you played it, but I know Red has. So, based on him saying that. And you guys are probably going to see a lot more Red on this channel, too. Okay, let's type in YouTube. Then we'll type in Thrillville Parachute Coaster. I don't know what you call it. Oh my god, you could actually do a lot more customization. I just was a kid. Let's watch this video, because I don't know if this is it. By the way, I have this display capture on. Oh, advertisements. I have an ad blocker. Bruh. Telling me about G-Force. You're telling me about G-Force? What is Thrillville about? Speaking of Thrillville, if you did not know, Thrillville is made by the people that made Planet Coaster. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. But where's the parachute? I cannot spell Thrillville correctly, by the way. So, now we can type it in correctly. Thrillville Coasters. Best Thrillville coasters. Do you remember? Did you know about Booking.com and Booking. Yeah?
New merch. So go to Super Butter Bun and made everything interactive. So I can't say the conversation.
This is too much entertainment for me. I just want to show you the one where you get on a coaster and it like shoots you out. Red knows what I'm talking about, but it's like it's a coaster that it'll just like launch you out. I don't know what it's called. But long story short, you kind of get the idea and the gist by it. But they are apparently the same people that built Planet Coaster. Crazy, huh? They clearly bumped up their style. I gotta look that up. Let's look it up. Let's confirm. Thrill. Did the people of Thrillville make Planet Coaster? I just found out that Frontier, the makers of Planet Coaster, also made Thrillville, according to Reddit. Yeah, Frontier Developments. I just remember. That game was so cool. There's so many things you could do. Is that Force Sleep Coaster? Is that a Force Sleep Coaster? Nice. It was. Oh, by the way, many people have built that on Planet Coaster already, so I'm not going to build it. If you want to watch a video on somebody else building it, you can. People don't die on it. I don't think people even get on it. Maybe there's like a mod or something, but this game doesn't really let you mod things. They should let you do things. They got the Theme Maker Toolkit where you can make custom little things, but it was too glitchy for most normal people to use it. There's no like Steam mods, where you just press install and boom, it's done. Unfortunately, there's nothing like that. Okay, so one major problem that we do have here, Houston, is we need to figure out how we're going to get guests to this side. Because I want them to get on the coaster and then get off the coaster, right? Obviously. I want them to get off the coaster and go right through the gift shop. Just like any other beautiful Disney theme park. I just want them to get off there. Any Disney theme park would know. So I want them to go, they enter from the right and they exit on the left. Now apparently we got to retest it because apparently switching this track here messes up the whole thing. So we're going to do that. And we're also going to press save. I was telling Red this yesterday. If you mess up the water level one time, boom, you're done. That's low-key disturbing. That's a big drop, though. Claude's going to build it. That's one unlucky person. They lied. The most boring coaster in the world. That's what I'm talking about, Glitched. It's the most boring coaster in the world. Okay, I get it. There's no theming around it. I get it. Dude, but... bruh, there's going to be theming soon. It's a big coaster, bro. Like, that don't make no sense. It's a fast coaster. You do a couple little things. You go upside down once, twice. Like, come on, bro. You're going fast. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want to tell you? I can read you all the stats here in a second, too. So many mini games in Thrillville. Yeah, Thrillville, oh my gosh, right, there's so many. Yo, I played it as a kid. I just kept making coaster games. They just kept making coaster games. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Okay. Getting people off this ride is going to be a lot easier than getting people... Bro, what is going on, dudes? I clicked on this building and it's making me edit the coaster. I swear to gosh, if my coaster's messed up, I'm going to scream. Okay. All right, here we go. Beautiful. So we exit people through the gift shop and that sort of area. So let's go and place an entrance. We want the entrance for the coaster to be kind of like split through the middle. We don't want to put the entrance here because then all the people are going to have to walk this way and blah, blah, blah. We'll put the entrance like actually in the middle. Same thing with the exits. And then we're going to press we're going to change this up. Now, I don't know what color it's going to be, so we're just going to go with this black for now. But this coaster is going to be, what are you going to call it, Glitch? It's going to be glitching out the game. That's how many people are in a damn line. Okay, Glitched? That's how many people are going to be on it. We should call it the Glitch. We should call this the Glitch, the Slovakian Glitch. That's what we're calling the ride. The Slovakian Glitch. That's what we're calling it. Done. 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 It's not letting me edit it. Slovakian. Okay, I'm typing, but it's not piping in. Slovakian Glitched. Done. Done. You're a part of this game for the rest of your life if you don't want to or not. Okay? Done. And then we're going to need to make a priority pass. Okay, we do need a priority pass. Because there's going to be so many people getting on this ride, it's going to be glitching out the game. So we're going to bring this down. And right before you get on the ramp, right before you get on this ramp, the priority pass will be kicked in. I do not, by the way, I do not want to remove these pre-built things. Why? Because I'm not building them all by hand. I'm going to probably put in a couple poles on spots that I may need them, but that takes way too long. I ain't doing all that. Speaking of glitched, what color should the ride be? What color should the carriages be, the train cars, and what color should the rails and the pipes be? If it looks bad, I am not going to go off your word, but I'm going to let you choose first. We got to give one to Red at some point. We got to give one to Simon. I know this is Simon's area, but Simon wanted a mountain coaster. He didn't say anything about no colors or a name. I'm also going to put some of this queue right here. So that people can, like, see the coasters come by. The priority pass, though, I do want to forget about that. I do want to enable that at some point. How am I going to get the priority pass? Probably should run it along this route here. And then it'll connect to here, hopefully, without messing up everything. I hope. We'll find out, I guess, right? I think I could actually do that right away. Priority pass. It costs you $10. I don't know if it's... I think how it's set up. It's you buy a priority pass, and you got to buy it at the front of the park, because I actually don't... I'm not selling it anywhere else. So maybe I should sell more or have different selling posts. That's my bad. We'll integrate those in. But you buy a priority pass for $10, and you can jump the line at maybe 80% of our rides, including the coaster. And people say priority. Let's read this. Let's read this. It costs you $10. Oh, these people are not stupid. Ina, Cletus, Elisa, not stupid people. These people I would be messing with. If you meet somebody like a Cletus, they're the smartest person ever, as you see from this game. 4% of people say priorities passes are for suckers. Lamau. When they get on this glitched ride, and they find out that they gotta stand in line for 6 hours, but you could buy a priority pass and glitch through the line. You know, who's the suckers now? By the way, we do set the ticket prices for all these things. We just do that because Meep wants us to. In theory, for this theme park, we do set the priority and do all that just so we look at the stats and say, like, oh, it's making money, it's all this, blah, blah, blah. But that is only there just to make us feel good. It doesn't do anything towards the game. Imagine that this theme park, imagine you buy your $100 pass to get in the park, or $50 pass, or insert whatever price you want to get in. We'll say that this park is like $100 to get into. You ride every ride in this park for free. That's what you got to be thinking about when you think about this. Don't be thinking about this 10 extra bucks on this ride. Okay, priority pass. Please let me place a priority pass down. Why can I not do this? Where is it? Is the first question is, where is it? I think I need to place down the I think I need to place down I think I need to finish this. Glitch says perfect name, red and black. All right. We will do that in a few seconds, my fine sir. We should probably not make the queue of this coaster go over the track. Why would you not say that? Just like we were just talking about earlier, we don't want anybody becoming a unfortunately pass away on this coaster. We're not trying to have that. I can make a cage around it. Because for some reason it's not letting me path underground. I don't know why. Like, it's not letting me do this. Why? I don't get that. Why will it not let me go underground? Oh, because I got to tunnel first and then go underground. Shoot. I know what the problem is now. Like, you got to do this and then go underground. Wait, bro, what's the problem now, bro? Yeah, I don't need to do all that. I think I'm gonna go above it and put a cage around it and just call it that. I don't think I need to do all that. Come on, bro. Why can I? Ooh, I want Chinese food today. I gotta head back to work. Good luck, bro. Thank you so much for coming out, Red, and have as much fun as you possibly can at work, or at least if work goes smooth. I hope that for you. I mean, not everyone has fun at work. I get that. I don't know. I think it should go underground. I changed my mind. But how am I gonna do that? If I could just go. Like, look at how far I have to go underground just to get that to work. I mean, it should be glitching. So, I hope this is fine. Bruh. Bruh. I can't see. Having a huge gap next to the one place is probably not the most Fortnite play. Don't ruin the pipes. No. Ooh, we can flatten the terrain though. Dude, where's the priority pass then, Claude? Dude, how's the priority pass gonna get in this, Claude? Maybe the priority pass people can go up. Oh, goodness me. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. All right. Where is the priority pass one? Here we go. Okay. So this is pretty much a shortcut, like I was saying, if you don't know what it is. Oh, bro. What the? It's a pretty sketchy placement for a walkway. And that's what fences will come into play. That's why there's fences. Oh my gosh. Is that literally just floating like that? Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Bruh, the pipe's gonna really go. Okay, there we go. How does one get this up? Bruh. Claude, you could just make them wait in line like normal people. No, they paid extra for this, bro. That's the whole dang point. Why is there no supporting beams on this? Oh my god, this is like the most ghetto thing I think I've ever built in Planet Coaster. Bruh, don't even be doing that to me, bro. Literally, bruh, don't even be... Bruh, don't... Bruh, don't be even doing that to me. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay. Do I let people wait in line until here and then cut? But there's no point of cutting in line at that point. There's no point in cutting it line. You gotta cut the line like here. Pretty early on. That's the one problem with having the exit and, you know, and on one side. There's not a ton of room here. I do want them to exit via the gift shop still. I didn't think the pathway would have been the hardest part of this. I'll tell you that. I could also have them... You see what I'm doing? If it gets over this here, which is pretty much an untouched area, you can have it go this way, and maybe it'll look okay. All right, let's try that. We'll hook this out to the side, too. Bro, what the French toast, bro? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. All right, priority pass exit. The exit could be like anywhere here. I'm not, not the end of the world for me. And just put it right there. We'd always adjust that a little later. All right, first thing you do, you come in this way, and you go up on a ramp. Building some height, right? Because we got to get it over. We got to make it handicap accessible. Got to make it handicap accessible. Very important to me and very important to people that this is like the thickest, the largest ramp. This would be like the most deadliest of traps. Claude, but what about the underground? No one's gonna see the underground. It's underground, bruh. No one's gonna see the underground, bruh. Not a single person is gonna see it except for glitched. Like nobody else watches this. Okay. So it don't matter. But this is above ground, and we're gonna be showing this off to people for the rest of the series. We should probably should spend a little bit of time and make it look a little bit good. Oh, I guess it is actually pretty low. Okay, why do I stop every so often to make like a flat section? Because if this was handicap accessible, which it is going to be, you don't want it to be just like one long ramp, because if you're pushing somebody up, it's going to be, it's going to be very steep on them. This actually doesn't look too bad. I just wish this was way curved nicer. I wish there was an autocomplete for this, but there isn't. And I know I'm normally a cattle pen kind of guy, where I like everything very square, but I don't think the priority passes need to be so uniformly perfect. Looks a little weird. We are gonna need some sort of like support pillars here, because sometimes with this it just doesn't show up. We might make just custom ones, because this is actually kind of finely placed well. All right, now we gotta place an exit, which should be probably the easiest thing to do too. And then we can change the colors, and then we can open this ride up for some business. Bro, why the support pillars like literally not showing up on that, bro? Literally not showing up on that. That's bloody hell the whole reason why I put it freaking down in the first place, mate. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, mate. I got the coolest accent, mate. We know. We know. Stop rubbing it in our damn face. All right, boys. Let's change the color of the ride. Do we got to run the test on this? Track colors. Definitely, let's go with the glitches thing. I think track colors, what are we changing first? The bottom rail. Black and red. Let's do the rail like this kind of red. Let's do the track color as a black. Oh my god, that looks so good. Now, I don't usually change the pipe color, because I don't think I need to. I don't think I can too. Oh, no, you can change it. Ooh, this actually kind of looks a little bit fire, though. The green actually makes it blend in quite well. I'm going to go with black, though, because I think black would be very realistic. Black or white, it would be as realistic as you could get. And then the ride color, the train colors. Do we also make that red? Red looks kind of good. Or do we make it black? Black also looks good. Glitch's main logo is black and with a slight red in it. So we'll do black with a slight red in it. Operator colors. I actually never changed the operator colors. Let's make them vice versa. One black shirt, red hats. Oh, and then it's like ninja here. Ninja's here with blue hair, bruh. You're really ruining our aesthetic. He's not working on the ride. He would be fired if I could. All right, let's open up to the public. Confetti time. And Simon is also black and red too. Simon has joined the stream. This is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have done it, Simon. We have opened up the mountain coaster. The glitch, the Slovakian glitch is what we're calling it. The Slovakian glitch. I got, you got someone famous, though. I'm currently eating the I'm currently eating this disgusting bacon and cheese flavored popcorn. Disgusting? Are you saying disgusting? I can't read, bruh. Reading is not in my cup. Let me Google translate this. Sometimes I read words normally, and sometimes I read them incorrectly.
Disgusting.
Discussing. Okay. I got you. Oops. All right, who's going to be the first person to get on this roller coaster? Because I don't see anybody over here. I thought it would be a Tarta National themed. With the coaster, yes. The first person to get on this ride is Lanny Cash. The Slovakian glitch is great value now. Oh, do I not have bathrooms here? I have first aid. I have a staff room. I do not think I have bathrooms. I thought that was the point of me putting this here, bro. Why do I have bathrooms, bro? Somebody emailed me. Discover, bruh. Discovered my bruh. Click. Select this, select the roller coaster. So that stuff seems to all be selected. Boom, say that's the roster. Gotta do a little bit of editing. On this. So what we'll do is we just have a door here for the bathroom or for the first aid. So that's what I'm going to do here too. Oh, it's going to do this again, isn't it? It's going to be buggy, huh? Because it wants to be. All right, let's grab some restroom signs. Where's the restroom signs? Are they not in this? Here we go. Do we not have a gift shop here? I might not even have a gift shop either. I have a restaurant, though. They might go to the restaurant. By the way, what are we selling in this restaurant? Is it even open? I put it down last time, but I don't think I actually used it. Restaurant 3. There's only 2 tables? Bruh. The menu. Let's... We can sell... All right, so we can get 10 people to sit at this restaurant. This restaurant will include more appealing to adults. Or maybe it should be teens, because there's going to be a lot of teens going on this ride. More appealing to teens. We'll do adults. I confirm. All right, perfect. All right, people are getting on this. Anybody taking the priority pass? We spent a lot of time on that. Yes, blue. Literally somebody wearing, like, blue. Virginia Atkins' son. Also, does it have a train stop or there's no spaces? The train stop was going to be right here at the Alamo. So you're going to stop here at the Alamo and you're going to have to walk out. But the Alamo may have a back entrance for the train. So you can cut this way because of how literal close it is. The other parts of the other places, there's not a close way to go to. Water and then here, it's just too far. This one might have a back entrance. But they will for sure be able to go to the front and go around. That's currently not operational though. All right, let's get on the coaster, boys. Let's ride it again with people though. Have you checked out SnowRunner yet? I looked at a video like a while ago. Not recently, but I have looked at a video a while ago. SnowRunner looks cool, but I'm just probably not going to play it. At least it auto-saved while we were going on the lift, too. This is apparently not exciting. It's going up 17 miles an hour. You get a good view of the entirety of the park. Sounds like they're having a really boring time on this ride. Give it enough time and I'll give you a code for it. It has multiplayer. Well, I do appreciate the offer, but I currently don't have any time, brother. All right. Speaking of time, we do actually have some time to place down all these trees because Simon does say we should make it look like a national park. And I wish these didn't have snow on them, bruh. Do we have any of those Alpine trees, we have them, but they're so small, brother. These are a little taller. Black spruce trees. Now we gotta get it nationally forest looking like. First thing we should do is probably figure out the sand situation because I don't need the sand here anymore. I never needed the sand here, but that's just a detail time. Let's paint this out. Get rid of all the tropical trees. I keep the tropical rocks. I'm not freaking out about that, but we need to get rid of the trees for sure. And then we got to try to get this to the national park status, man. There's going to be a lot of trees placed down. Who's ready? I'm ready for some tree placements. We'll start with the black spruce trees and place a bling-blong amount of them. I'm trying to get this to look as realistic for you, Simon, as I possibly can. We gotta place a lot of them down, though. Place a lot. We gotta do some more with that sand here, too. Apparently, that's still there. All right, let's go with the blue fern. This is, why does it look thicker, but it is also smaller? Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. Alright, alpine fern. Ooh, looks like the other trees, but a little greener, a little bit greener. My pinky's hurting because all the times I have to rotate with it. I did get another mouse, so when my middle mouse button and I can't stand it anymore, I can actually like switch it out. Finally, I can actually switch it out though. But I'm gonna run this one until it's pretty much dead. I hope, or use it as a backup. How's this looking? How's this national park? Oh my God, that's looking kind of good, though. That's kind of looking good, brother. Brother from another mother. Can't you just make a group of trees and then copy and paste it? You can, yes. The issue is when you make a group of trees and you copy and paste them, this is the issue. Like, they will be at different height levels. Like, the one in the back. Like, for example, the one in the back looks like that. You know, it's floating, and you gotta manually customize them and do all that. So, it's just easier to place one by one in this case. Dude, this is kind of looking like Slovakia, though. This is looking like Slovakia, bro. What kind of fire, brother? That looks exactly like the photo, but with a big coaster there. Glitch, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. By the way, this is your last park you plan on doing? No. We have a couple things in mind, and I actually was talking about it earlier. Simon said earlier, no time, I'll give you 50 years. That's enough time? Question mark. So there's two series that I want to do. One after this for Planet Coaster, I want to do a what's it called? A carnival park, which will probably include these two rides, right? But a carnival park, which is a car park in America, they just park them in parking lots and they just have a carnival there. Probably do it in other countries too. And then they have other parts in America in like the more southern area. It's fairgrounds and it's like all grass and like no parking. Like a middle forest preserve, pretty much. Then I want to do a series that I actually play Planet Coaster for the first time and actually have a budget and actually spend a lot of money. Or sorry, not spend a lot of money. Sorry. Not trying to spend a lot of money. Sorry. Actually stay inside of a budget, and we actually have to manage the budget and manage the people's needs and manage everything. I played this game. I will bring it up right now. I played this game for 609 hours, about to be 610 hours. Hey, 609 hours. Nice. And I've never played Planet Coaster how Planet Coaster is supposed to be played. Like, I've never played it. I've also never played the prestige modes and all that sort of stuff either. So, we have quite a lot of things to do in this series. So, that's what I have at least currently planned. That is what I have currently planned. And those are some of my ideas. We will have more things coming too, but I don't want to overpromise you and say that it'll be coming out in like 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 4 months from now, 5 months from now. I want to do a couple other things before we start those series. We need to finish Fredcraft. We need to finish Fredcraft. That has to be done. We have to finish Fredcraft. So we got to go back and play Fredcraft. So that is something we have to do. So keep that in mind. Those are some... But those other series I'd like to do and we'll do. Now, I know we're not growing and we're getting millions and thousands and quadrillions of views. I'm enjoying playing these games. And I hope you guys are too. If you're not enjoying them, we are going to switch games at some point. But these are the ones that I've been having fun with. So that's what we've been playing. And eventually one day I'm going to get bored of these games and I'm never going to play them ever again. So before we get to that point, let's just sit back and relax and play some Planet Coaster. All right. Now, I do want to add in, like, flowers in this stuff here. I would like to add in some very nice details. Also would like if these were a little bit nicer in terms of, a little bit more playroom. Instead of it just being like this is pretty much like a rectangle. I can't like go what? Like they're not the same length, so I'm gonna have to do these. But I want to add some. I want to make this obviously this is gonna be the nicest thing. Oh, I forgot to put the flags in. Shoot. We'll have the flags in for next stream. I hope. Next Planet Coaster stream. Ooh, flowers. By the way, this is no longer a functioning hotel, Simon. I think you already knew that, though. This is no longer a functioning hotel. This is literally just a facade. Same thing as the pyramids. It's hollowed. People are getting on this. Let's go. I gotta fix the floor on this, too. So it's not just grassy. Let's do that now before I forget. Let's go into our stone, and let's get that going. Simon says, Claude, how much... to find Planet Coaster? Claude, you know how much... Wait, what? I hate the new... I hate the YouTube thing because the heart... The heart is, this little heart thing, it, like, throws everything off. Claude, you know how much I find Planet Coaster interesting? How much? How interesting? I don't think you find it as interesting as I think I find it interesting. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I don't think you find it as interesting as I find it interesting. Simon goes, not really. See? That's what I thought. That's what I thought it. Alright, perfect. Go like that. And then we can, like, bring these across here. I just need to cover up the, cover this up here. I kind of like the wooden floor, so it's not like it's not the end of the world to me. I just gotta get rid of this grass. Bruh. Apparently I gotta get rid of the floor for that. I'm moving my hand just so slightly to move this up. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, it was just there. It's not flat, though. The ground isn't flat. That's why it has to all kind of be gone. This grass is not flat. Bruh. And I can't flatten that because the pathway's already down. Ah, shoot. Well, we're just going to have to cover it up. Simon says, not really. Actually, it's boring for me. Honestly, I only come here to talk to you. Well, thank you so much, Simon. I appreciate you coming out here and always chatting. That is what a good friend is for people that are examples. I appreciate that quite a lot. I know I always ask and I always get so sidetracked, but we one day will be not playing this game probably ever again. I just don't know when that will be. But my idea and my thoughts behind what is going on, just for your further instruction or your information, what I do actually have I have this written down that this is how it's going to go. We are going to finish Planet Coaster and play Fredcraft in between. We're going to finish Planet Coaster and we are going to finish Fredcraft Season 2 this year. That is going to happen. What is going to happen after that is up to debate. We do not know what's going to happen. I do know that I want to build a fairgrounds car park carnival. I do know I want to play Planet Coaster with the budget. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Last night I saw, Simon, that you actually might be more interested than this. I don't know. You can tell me if it's true or not. When I was playing a little bit of Prison Architect, they said Prison Architect 2 is supposed to be coming out, question mark. That might be something that I might actually... I haven't saw the video footage. I haven't saw that. But that might be something that I actually... might switch into a series of, because I played Prison Architect originally, if you remember. I think you remember that one. But yeah, Prison Architect might, if it is true. So that's the that might jump the plan. Now we'll see what happens, of course, in 6-7 months from now. But that might be something that I actually am very interested in, because I play Prison Architect on my own. I don't stream it, but I don't really talk. I really just sit there, put music on, and I just think and think and think and think. I think that's the majority of the Prison Architect streams, or sorry, gameplay footages, is me just thinking. Honestly, can't comprehend how you could play this for over 600 hours. I don't think a lot of people can comprehend. It's like this is like a game that's so good that that's why you play it for that long. You cannot play like certain games for that long. That's why I don't like when there's story-based games, when there's a storyline based game mode, which I know some people enjoy. Some people really enjoy that. It's like a movie to them. But I absolutely hate storyline game modes. I've sort of realized the older that I got, I actually hate those. Um, I like to be pretty free and independent when I'm doing stuff. And I would say those sort of open worlds, open builder games are like just my forte. I mean, as you've seen from when you originally came out to the stream all those years ago, over 5 years ago, um, what was it? We were playing Soviet Republic. Soviet Republic, there was a couple problems with that game based off just, being early access. But the game itself was not bad. If there was, it was just too early access. And once they fixed some of those main sort of buggy things, Soviet Republic could be something I would do another series on. Soviet Republic is like that game. Those kind of games, those open world builder games. It's like you can do whatever you want. I mean, that's the whole point. That's what I enjoy. Some people like storyline based games. Some people like objective games. Some people like other things. It just depends on like what you like, and I think that's why I like this game so much, because you can just literally do whatever the hell you want. That's why I like it. That's how I got 600 hours. Now, if this game was really bad in an early access, and it was, I would probably have only played it once, and I probably would have never played it again. But I'm still in that mindset of Disney World and all that. You gotta plan. You gotta make it very themed. You gotta make sure you want people to come here. You want people to come back to this theme park. You want people to come back and say, I couldn't go to Slovakia in real life because I could never have the money, but I spent $100 one day to go to History Adventure, and I learned all about the Slovakian history and post coup d'etat governments. And got on a ride. And got on the Giga Coaster. Yeah, Prison Architect 2 is gonna come out. All right, bet. Because Prison Architect 2, I'm definitely gonna play a series on. If it's too early access, we're probably gonna play one series on it, I definitely want to do that. People are primalistic about it after the release of City Skylines 2. Also, the last person I met had 600 hours in that game, Foxhole. Yeah, Foxhole seems pretty cool, but you gotta play that constantly. Yeah, City Skylines 2 is probably the biggest flop. Which is so sad because I know I wasn't going to play it. For the record, Claude, you're just hating on it. You're just hating on it. It actually is good. Hey, y'all might think it's good, but I seen how very continuous the things are. Now, I haven't seen a ton of people play, but the people that I did see play were ultra creative people, and it just seems very in my opinion, for City Skylines 2. Nice guy from Jordan. I met U.S. soldiers in Foxhole. Man, I miss my clan. U.S. soldiers are funny. You could hear the helicopters in the background. Oh, so they were playing on base. Also, I played Soviet Republic recently, and it's like the final boss of City Builders. It's extremely complex nowadays, and it takes time to get good at. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, the one thing that I think about Soviet Republic, which I enjoyed playing that series. How many episodes we get? Like 20, 30 episodes? We got quite a lot on it. The issue with Soviet Republic that I ran into was once you started going into the game and started going into depth with the trains and the trucks and the pass that they had to do, that is where the game became very, very difficult because everything was listed on a very long sheet and you had to scroll down. That would be the equivalent of fireworks in this game. Fireworks are very nice, but there's a very tedious things you have to do with that. What gets really hard in this game as well, the same thing with staff members. Why are all my staff members listed on this long list here? Very tedious. Not tedious when you have 20 of them. Not tedious when you have 10 of them. But when you have so many cars in Soviet Republic, you got to do this. This is not good organized. Same thing with Planet Zoo. They never really fixed that. Those sort of things really make or break a game, and they need to be changed. Planet Coaster is pretty much Planet Coaster is dead. It will never get another update ever again. Planet Coaster is in its final state. They're not fixing any bug fixes. Planet Zoo is sort of wrapping up on its final leg, and they're sort of working on their next big game. Will it be Planet Coaster 2? Will it be Planet Zoo 2? Will it be something, the dinosaur game, Jurassic World? We do not know what it will be yet. But when we figure out what it will be, it's going to be good or it's going to be bad. So I guess we'll find out when it gets there. But I do hope it's another Planet Coaster game. What they could do is like Planet Coaster water parks or something. I don't know. That's an idea. Planet Coaster water parks, Planet Coaster prisons. You know, if they did a prison game, completely the opposite of what they are known for, because it's usually happy games. But if they build a prison, I mean, I think that would be better than Prison Architect 2. If they did it right. But we'll find out, right? All right, I'm trying to find stuff to fill in this void here. I do not like how this is so naked. I still want this to be a very foresty sort of thing. But there's not a ton of stuff in this game to sort of make that happen. Frontier has also made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which had water parks. See? We were just talking about it earlier. Frontier made the Thrillville. So they've been doing coasters and that sort of stuff for a while. And you said Roller Coaster Tycoon. So they might come back with another one. I just feel like this game, I don't know the statistics behind it. I don't know if they thought it did good. Because if they thought it did good, then they would have, I don't know. They re-released it on PC and they released it on console and it didn't do too good. So this might be the end of this. And once I get burnt out of these ideas, I don't know when that will be, but once I get burnt out of this game, it's pretty much done. You know, there's nothing else for me to do. It's also why I've been kind of sort of taking my time with the storyline and money sort of thing, because I'm probably gonna only do one money playthrough. I'm probably gonna only do one because it's a little bit too much when you do it multiple times, in my opinion. All right. By the way, Simon, we're making a cage up here so no one jumps off and eats them off of this. But I'm looking forward to it. When I saw that Prison Architect, man, I was pretty hyped, and it was like 1 a.m. I think that should be probably fine. I do think we need like something here covering this up. Bruh. You could do some insane things in that game. Just watch a series Ned Q made for it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play that. Well, at least right now. Never say never, right? Never say never to any game. But I don't think I'm gonna play that right now. Just because of time. Like I sort of gave you my plan that I actually have written down. But I just love when they have games that like give you so much customization. Now this one is kind of limiting sometimes, as I think many of you have seen. I think I'm just gonna throw a roof over this and call it closed. They all have to be going the same direction, or that's gonna look so ugly. But Claude, they hit their head. Bruh, give me a break, bruh. It's a video game, bruh. Alright, alright, alright. I'll fix it. Should probably put some stuff up in here. You know what park building game I'd love you see you play is Jurassic World Evolution. Isn't that on Epic? Let me open up Epic Games right now. I think you made me download it. Unless it was like one of those limited time deals. Why does Epic take so long to open sometimes? Holy bling long. We're waiting for Epic to load for everybody that's curious. I have Fallout 3, Delicious Serve 3, Fall Guys, Borderlands 3, Frostpunk, Metro Light Redux, Jurassic World Evolved, Metro Redux 2033, City Skylines, Rising Storm Vietnam, Watchdog by Ubisoft required, GTA 5, and Fortnite, and Rocket League, and then I have Outer Worlds 2. I just have Outer Worlds T00. TOO. I'm looking for like something that I can hang some cover, some shade for these people. But maybe not because the coaster's coming by, right? Probably a hazard. I do feel like it's very bland here. What can I add in to not make it so bland? What kind of statues we have? This ride is not really glitching out the amount of people coming down here. Probably because there's no train. People gotta walk way too far to get to this. Definitely need to figure out some more benches and that sort of stuff. So let's add a few benches over here while we're here. It's really coming together though now. I do not know how I'm going to sort of go from Egypt to Palestine, or I don't know how I'm going to go to Egypt, or from Egypt to Palestine to here. This place probably should have a mountain separating it. And then this could be really its own section. Which is supposed to be anyways, but I don't think there's going to be a transition. Like the Alamo, I could put these trees in, it kind of blends into that. I think that might be a little bit harder for this area. Might be. I don't know. I do definitely need more trees and all that sort of stuff. So I guess we'll figure out what we can exactly do a little later. I'm so happy that that roller coaster turned out so freaking good right away. We've already been playing for 2 hours. Man. I think I'm going to probably wrap this up once I kind of figure out what I'm going to do over here. Because I got to start working on some work-related things. Just get stuff started, per se, not actually, like, today's technically my off day. And I want to keep it that way, too. But I do want to get some, like, the tough planning set up. If you do not have a planner, or you do not have something like that, you're going to be so lost during the week. And I do that, and I try to push it so hard on you guys to get that idea and that concept down. But even for myself, it is very difficult. And it's difficult, you gotta like stick with it. Like it's so tough sometimes. So tough sometimes to stay focused. But once you get focused, you're focused. That's for sure. These just remind me of Easter, these little flower things. I feel like you would find these by the water too. I know the water's a little bit sunk in. Unfortunately, just like this game, it's buggy still, and it'll never be fixed. So you're gonna play only as much as you know. You can only do what you can sometimes. What about warehouse and logistics simulator? What about road maintenance simulator? To be honest, didn't even know those were things. Oh, this is actually gonna place. Let me place this on the water easy. Planet Zoo is what's hard because it doesn't do this. Why would they not make that a feature in Planet Zoo? I don't know. Simulator games. I actually have no beef with simulator games. Simulator games are exactly as proscribed. They're simulators. Only thing that I don't like about them, Claude, that's what a simulator game is. Too realistic sometimes. Bruh, Claude, that's literally the whole point of the game. Sometimes a little bit too realistic. I'm not trying to do a 9 to 5 job. That's why I don't like trucking simulator. I'm not trying to work a damn job on stream. It's boring as hell. I love driving in real life because I can listen to copyrighted music. I can listen to audiobooks that are copyrighted. On a stream, bro, boring. There's simulator and tycoons for everything. They don't allow easy placement of stuff on water since it's Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster works differently. Thank you, Simon. Road maintenance simulator, bro. What? I just finally processed that. Road maintenance simulator, bro. Just processed that. I know these flowers are kind of seeming to be very randomly placed. And you would not be wrong. They are very randomly placed. I think I need to stick to a theme with just a few colors. SnowRunner isn't really supposed to be a simulator. Most simulator people describe it as too archaic for that. Oh, these bushes might actually look very good in Slovakia. It looks very alpine color. Yeah, I mean, archaic games are not bad. I don't know why. I guess if you're going from the simulator community, I guess, if you're, I guess. I mean, I didn't really watch too much SnowRunner to be like, oh, I could tell you what kind of game is. Arcade, not archaic. I know what you meant. I knew what you meant. I said it wrong. My bad. I knew what you meant. I did know. I promise you, I knew what you meant. You know me. Reading, not my strong suit. Reading correctly, at least. I can tell you every guy that screams in the background and what game it's from. It makes noises of things that are not even in your park, which is always so mind-boggling to me. Like, bro, why are you putting sounds in a park that doesn't even have some of these things? Like, in the background, you hear people yelling, you'll hear people screaming and cheering, and then you hear, like, a ride go off, and it's like, you hear, like, a ding, ding, ding ride. Like, bruh, I don't even think that's a part of the game, other than the soundtrack. The train whistle does actually exist now, but we don't have that kind of train in here. Like, bro, what is going on? Like, why? The ambiance. The ambience. Oh, that looks really good, actually. Simon says it's meant to be it's not meant to be similar, but fun. But the part is subjective. SnowRunner builds down to boils. The simulator boils down to. Did you find the idea of transporting something for 20 minutes, trying to make sure you never tip over in environments that you want that want you to get tipped over? I know what you're saying. Would I find that fun? I would find that very infuriating. As you know me, as playing an American Truck Simulator. Very infuriating, I would find that. Oh my god, look at how beautiful this looks. Holy bling. I think I'm going to need to change the thumbnail now. This just looks beautiful. I want to see if I could get the train and the coaster coming by. Preferably the coaster. Dude, what the hell? Somebody stole my license plate. Did you call the police? You should call the police, bro. Who steals somebody's license plate, bro? That's like beyond petty, bro. You gotta call the police though, bro. Like now, call them and ask them to. I think they're gonna tell you what to do, but tell your license plate number and tell them that they know, because that person's gonna do some sketchy shit and it's gonna come back to you. You gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. That person's gonna do some sketchy shit. But you're gonna get tickets for the DMV. You're gonna get tickets from the government. You gotta let them know, and make sure you like record the conversation on like somebody else's phone or something like that, and or get it in writing. Maybe go to the police station would probably be the best. Get it in writing, because they're gonna be sending you, like, if they go through a thing and you get a ticket, bro, they're gonna be coming, bro. You gotta get that like writing or on video or something of them like knowing that it is gotten there. They'll probably have the whole step by step on what to do, but you gotta let them know, bro. Like that main priority. It sucks because it's on a dang Sunday, of course, but that's what I would do. I would go there, the police station, or call them and let them know, and then hopefully everything gets resolved. In terms of for that, you're gonna have to get new license plates, which sucks. But then you have it in writing. They might make you go up there. Or they might come. Somebody might come to your work, and a cop might come up there. That's so freaking annoying. I've never heard of somebody doing that. Well, I mean, I've heard of people doing that, yes, but has it happened to somebody I've known? No. Bruh. That's so bruh. Like, bruh, you could, bruh. we're just going to cover this hole up right here. Like that. It's very gotta wait till after work. Talk to my brother-in-law, and he's going to let the department know now. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, thank God, thank God. It just you gotta, you know, I know you gotta wait till work's over, but at least, thank God, he's doing that for you. You got, thank God. Yeah, because I mean, I like, how are you gonna drive anywhere, bro? Legally. And they'll have all the steps for you on how to get this resolved. Thankfully, I know you got to work, so whenever you got to. Man, that's so annoying, dude. I'm I'm pretty upset right now. I can't say it on stream because I'm not trying to do push-ups, but I'm pretty peed off right now. For you. Like, come on, bruh. Regardless, I'm going to have to pay to replace. I know. I know. And that's what sucks. You gotta pay to replace it, but somebody. Work isn't far from home, and then the DMV, so tomorrow is going to be walking. Bruh. That's so fucking annoying, man. It's very infuriating. At least it makes you feel actually emotion, unlike most of the Sims. Actually, with proper pre-planning a route and transporting stuff, very easy. Honestly, the task where I had a lot of Ford unstuck from the ice will take a lot of less time if I thought about my route more carefully. I took me more than an hour. Otherwise, it would probably have taken me a quarter of that time. Although that makes also a task in one of the games the hardest regions in the game. Michigan is actually not a hard region. The game needs a train. Uh, of course, I hate that heart thing at the bottom. The game really needs a train all staff button. Right. Unfortunately, that will never come out. That's like the train. That's like the trains and the trucks in Soviet Republic. Like, bruh. And that I got to do that 5 times. The train button. Like, bruh. It'll be fine. How's Slovakia going? Well, I can actually show you. Tejicam. So, let's say we're coming out of Palestine or we get off the train from the Alamo. Let's go right off the train of the Alamo because that's technically relatively kind of thought out. Kind of, you know, obviously we got to do the sand and do the re-entrance and all that sort of stuff. But say we get off the train here, and I think there will be a back. This is going to be the train exit, hopefully. If I can get it correctly done, because, you know, this game's a little glitchy with pathways, so hopefully we can get it done. But say we walk out and come out this exit. We're walking, and boom, we're in Slovakia. Wow, these bushes added so much detail. This could be a thumbnail in itself too, man. This is really nice. You know, the little pond and all that stuff. I wish it was a little higher, but these flowers definitely add a little bit of color. Autosave. And then, you know, the little ride here, which nobody wants to go on. But I want to see how this... There should probably be a fence here, but I'm not going to put a fence on this one. But I kind of want to see how the coaster would turn out when it comes by. I don't know where the coaster is currently on the track, though. Here it comes. Dang it, I just missed it! Everyone's going to that coaster. Maybe they'll hit these rides on the way out. Alright, here it comes. We just gotta wait. The real life Slovakia is going to Bling Blong. Because I don't think I should talk about politics. I actually want to ride this coaster with the trees now. Oh, and people are waving to them. That's so cool. All right, let's get on the train now officially with the, hopefully a kid doesn't sit here because then the seats, camera's gonna be really low. It's very barren on that right side over here. So we might have to put a bunch of trees down at some point. Maybe a couple rocks too up here. Add a little bit of color. Beautiful. I think that ride turned out really good. Way better than I thought I would have done in one stream, honestly. And it didn't even take me 3 hours. It took me like, what, 20, 30 minutes? It didn't take me that long. Usually those things take me forever. Tree Gaming, how's it going, brother? Thanks for coming out to the stream again. How was bowling last night? Yeah, I think adding some rocks up here is going to maybe make this pop out a lot nicer. Bismillah. Yeah, it makes it look a lot nicer. Just a few rocks really changes everything. This area is going to need a ton of trees. I was going to do those on like a different stream, but I mean, I'm already here, and I really don't want to do this later. I want to, when people jump on the stream, we're going to be riding this coaster for, I hope everyone likes the coaster, because this coaster is going to be ridden quite a few times, and we're going to ride it again now after we add these trees. But I need to have a couple over here just to pop it off. I love it how I said each area is going to have like a back entrance at some point with like loading points for trucks. Don't know if that's going to be happening anymore. You beat all your friends? Let's go. I love bowling. I haven't bowled in quite some time. I covered bowling recently. Well, I covered a couple, I think 2 bowling stories this year. One kid bowled a 300, and then I saw a kid bowl 300, but I didn't know he was bowling 300 because it was this mega tournament and everyone was screaming the whole time. But I did get it on video. I got his last 2 strikes on video. So when they started screaming and cheering like extra hardcore, I was like, oh, something important must be happening. Let's zoom to this lane, and it looked real like I did it on purpose. I did not know he was going to bowl a 300. And 2 people bowled 300s at that tournament. I only got 1 of them. But I'm happy that I did get 1 of them. All right. I think this might be a... I think I said that about like 20 minutes ago, that this is probably a good stopping point. Because I think I'm mentally going brain dead at this current point, so. Yeah, those are some good bowlers, Tree Gaming says. Yeah, the bowlers were in high school. I covered 3 stories. So one kid bowled a thing at like just a normal meet, and then I saw he bowled a 300 his first game at the normal meet, and I literally drove out there. I saw it on Instagram. I said, I gotta go cover this now. So I drove all the way out there, got some clips from his third or this game before lunch, and then interviewed them at lunchtime, the coach and the player, and then I literally, the other one was at like, if you win, it's in Illinois, it was the sectionals. So the sectional game. So they got that's the one before you go to state or whatever. That place was packed. Literally, it was like 500 degrees in that place. Also, I saw you playing squads last night, but I didn't enjoy it because I didn't want to be that Team Rumble guy. Bro, even if we are playing squads, our great group of guys that play, and girls sometimes will play, we just chill out in voice chat. We will literally rotate out. I will rotate out. So don't even worry about it. Well, sometimes we'll do 3 and 2s. Sometimes we'll do duos with like 6 people, or trios, right? It depends. So yeah, just jump in voice chat if you want to next time. We can always rotate around. Yeah, we're just chilling. And sometimes we do like game modes, who can get the most kills and that sort of stuff. Closest I saw was a kid bowl at 298 against me. Man, that's a good game though. That's a really good game. I always keep forgetting what my high score was. I think my high score was, what, a 200 and something? Let me look it up right now. I always forget. You think I would? I could tell you what it was years ago off the top of my head, but now I cannot remember anything. I just saved a bowling video too. My highest game was on June 9, 2019. I bowled a 241. Got a strike in the first, second, third, fourth. Got a 7-1 in the fifth. Bruh. I got in the sixth, I got a 7-1 split. Bruh. And by the way, I just barely put the ball in the wrong spot for those. Should have had those as strikes. Then 7, 8, 9, 10 all strikeout from there. The fifth and the sixth were bad, man. Ah! And by the way, that story of me bowling that, the bowling alley no longer exists, unfortunately. But when I was bowling, we only had like 5 minutes left in the clock too, so we had to bowl fast. And then the time ran out, and I was finishing up on my friend's lane. But then the guy said, "No, we'll give you 5 more minutes." I was like, "Bro, please, please, please let me just finish this game out." And he said, "All right." My friends asked for me, so I appreciate them for doing that. But it was, what was it again? It was a 241. Red says, I love bowling, but I can't get anything higher than 90. Now that's why there's bowling in VR. Bowling. Simon, thank you so much for coming out the stream, and good night, brother. We're going to be kind of wrapping this stream up here now. We're going to walk around a little bit in the game, and then we're going to kind of wrap it up. I love how popular this place is now, just after I started working on this area. Bowling, I used to be just like you, Red. And then we bowled for like 6 months straight, and I got really good. But my 299, or my two, sorry, I'm using my uncle's second 299 ball. He gifted it to me because his first one's in a glass case. Why didn't he give his second 299 ball to his sons? I don't know. But bowling, they were all house patterns, for the record. They were all house patterns. None of them was like a cheetah or a hurricane or anything like that. They were just house patterns. But the thing about it was I got that game like 3 years after I bowled 6 months every single day. Sometimes you just get lucky. The highest game that I had for the longest time, which was a year after I bowled 6 months consistently, so like a year and 6 months later, I did that with my now strike ball, my 12-pounder. Bruh. I should have listened to my dad and got a heavier ball. I didn't know I was going to bowl that much. But the 12-pounder strike or spare ball that I now use, which is just a normal ball with the crappy finger placement on it, I need to get that re-drilled at some point. But I don't have the money for it to be re-drilled. I don't bowl like that anymore. But when I get the money, I'm going to get it re-drilled to like a normal, grip pattern. See, these people came from Egypt. See, they only got the crocodile hats. Yeah, I got a 212. And I don't think I was even... It was my first game on. I bought 3 games, and I got a 212. Man, that was wild. It just was breaking right. And because it was so light, it was hitting the spares correctly, too. But that game that I bowled, the 241, I bowled with my uncle's ball and my dad's ball. With the, the proper grip and the weights and all that in there. It's about consistency and practice. And then when you don't expect it, you'll get it. Which is crazy. Yeah, but we are going to probably wrap this stream up pretty soon. Just want to do a couple little details here. Like give these guys some umbrellas and that sort of stuff. Give them some shade. I think that's very important. Even if they're not always standing at the front of the line like that, I do want to give them some sort of shade. Because I just think it looks nice. And I think it's pretty nice for people to have that. These could also be umbrellas that they move throughout the day. Too, if they wanted to. Like, for example, like, say, I never said that before, I've always thought about, at certain times of the day, it just sucks. They could take this and put it in this one or this one. It's just depending on what they want. That's completely up to them. You know what we should do that I've never really done for the little rides or for the main rides? Is I should start putting some signs in again. I have not put in signs in for some period of time for a lot of these things. I don't know why I haven't done it. But I should put some signs for rides. I think that would really make it pop out, too. I have done these things, though. Monsieur Frias. You can barely hear it, but that's what it's saying. I know this is gulpy energy, but obviously you gotta pretend in this game sometimes. You gotta pretend like they sell everything. I still don't understand why they built it that way, but yeah, it's a game, right? I guess. Set advertisements. I kind of want to get out of this Teji cam mode, which it's not letting me do. Thank you. Gulpy soda. I wanted to set an advertisements to the ride specifically. I don't think the coaster needs one per se, but whatever. And then we'll select all these. And then we'll select on these advertisements, select all this stuff in here and these. And then we'll select on this one and select all this stuff. Because the guests can technically see those things. I just haven't done it recently. I should be able to play Fortnite tonight, but depending on my mic. Nah. We talk in, by the way, for the record, we talk in the Discord. We don't talk in game chat. If you can only talk in game chat, maybe we could try to get people to go into it. But usually we just talk in Discord, if that helps. I don't know if that'll help or not, but that's how we usually talk. I want a smaller tree for this. I don't want that big tree right there. Or maybe a bush. That would probably look a little nicer. Probably should add some bushes in this area too to give it a little bit more detail. Yeah, I figured. All right, perfect. Yeah, like... All right, perfect. I think we are pretty much ready to go. I think we're good. I think I could probably add some bushes up here, but I mean, most of the time we're just going to be in the air. This stuff takes up a lot of memory and a lot of RAM. And the reason why some of these parks stop getting less detailed, and this one or this one might be the least detailed in the park when we eventually get to it, because these things take up so much information. I do have a new computer, though, so maybe it will run better. I don't know. But I think that's probably going to be like raw. I think that's going to be time. I think I'm going to be calling that today. Don't know what time I will be on, but we are planning on being on tonight. If there is if there's a squad going, we will literally switch out games for people to get in and play. That's what I do. I'll give up my spot for y'all to play. So, like, there will be opportunities for you to jump on in and play. If it's me or, there's other people. And we also have people that just chill in VC, too. So, even if you don't want to play Fortnite, you can, too. But I should be on tonight. So, yeah. This Slovakia place turned out really good. We did this in 2 streams. Was very surprised. Obviously, we built this years ago, so saved a lot of time on that. But yeah, what is going to be next for this? Well, our next live stream, the next live stream we do, it will be Dead Rising tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If anything changes, we will let you know. We got to just double check with the guys, Red and Brendan, what's going on. So we'll double check on that. After that, what's the next part in sort of Planet Coaster? It's gonna be very busy soon. For me again. But might work on Texas, the Alamo, or we might work on Palestine. Not entirely sure yet. Might want to work on Texas so I can get this train station open. Then we'll have 3 of the 4 open, and then we can fill this in. Depending, and not sure. But one more time, we'll go over the overview. Tree Game is giving us, yeah, I figured, hell yeah, with W Friends, Slovakia, W as well. Yeah, we know we'll rotate people out. We're not trying to be, you didn't get in first, so you can't play. No, we will literally rotate. But let's go through. We added in a bunch of trees, a bunch of details. I mean, we added in a ton of details and a ton of trees. But everything looks really good. But we most importantly added in this beautiful roller coaster here, which we call the Slovakian Glitch, which we're going to ride one more time right now. But it is a roller coaster. It's a steel roller coaster that does some inversions, 2 inversions to be exact. And it loops around the Slovakia Pavilion, and it's supposed to be a mountain coaster. It might need to be smoothed out a little bit, which I might do off stream, depending on what I want to do. But I think it's fine now. The stats are pretty good. I don't think it needs to be quite done. The pathway goes this way. You go underground and you come out over here, and then you can come above and across, which has a fence here so you don't jump on the track for the guests, so that the guests don't jump on the tracks. So that's there for safety. And that is pretty much it. We have a fry and a restaurant. I do want to take a look at the restaurant, though, before we end it. We're going to skip this hill that it says doesn't affect the rating, but it does affect the rating. We're going to ride this one more time, and then we're going to go through the... and look at all... I'm going to look at the stats. But it is a mountain coaster. I think I got to push something down over here, too. This needs to be pushed in a little bit, so we'll do that right now. Because the grass is, like, sticking through. Oh, look at that. The train's coming by. That's so cool. This is a little shaky here. But that gives it a little bit of excitement. And then that's the ride. Then you get off the ride. You walk down this pathway. Guys checking the garbages and all that sort of stuff, obviously. Probably should put this like maybe right about here. But there is a restaurant, and people are actually trying to get into the restaurant, which is a very good sign. Let's click on the restaurant here. It can do 1 expansion. What are the thoughts on this restaurant? Theming is very low, so we're going to have to put some theming in there. 93 customers. Missed sales last month, 12. Why? Restaurant is a bit bland. There's nothing to choose at the restaurant. Okay, so people are complaining about the restaurant. Good thing we noticed that. We will offer chief beef items. And that is what we'll add. Chief beef. Maybe we'll add some bratwurst, too. I feel like that'd be a very Slovakian thing. Professor Bratwurst. It's more of German, but we'll add that in there. Is there extras? I don't know. I don't know if you could change the prices, but you can't change the variety. So that's good, but the stats on this is very low. So we're going to do our classic grab the golden chest and shove this underground, and it will be perfect. I hope. $83? So it needs more? Holy bling blong. This requires a lot of detail, I guess. That should be good now. $83? Scenery rating counts towards prestige. Oh, so it doesn't actually matter for that. But I will remove 1 because it apparently didn't even affect it at all. So All right, well, that's good to know. So the longer this runs, the higher this will go up. So the more people that like it, the higher this will go. We should definitely get some restaurant signs and all that sort of stuff too. We'll do that at some point. What is the winnability on this? We made $8 off of this. 50% chance of winning. Okay, that's not that bad. Got an email. My Amazon package. Oh, they're asking for some other things. All right, gotta go, Claude. Thank you so much, and hopefully I get to see you tonight too. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, and then I gotta push this thing out, and then I think I'm going to be eating. But yeah, you can watch all of our streams. I don't think there's a playlist currently on this channel. I'm sorry about that. I think I have to make it, but if there should be one in the description. Let's take a look. Did I make one? No, I did not make one. So I apologize for that. But on my channel, you could just go back and just click on the videos. We've been live streaming this recently, so everything should be like right next to each other, except for the beginning stuff. That might be a lot farther back in time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I will see you Fredlings on another live stream. But before we go, I want to give a special thank you to our Patreons for making this live stream even possible, because all of your contributions help out to the channel significantly, as well as the merchandise holders. Not required, but greatly appreciated. That is all the time that we will have here for today on today's live stream on History Adventure Theme Park. I am Claude from Chicago, and remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck. Bye! Yeet!